Tommy and the Girl Who Painted Time. In the quiet moments just before sleep, Tommy felt the familiar shimmer beneath his fingertips. The old compass on his nightstand pulsed with soft golden light, spinning ever so slowly, like a clock that had forgotten the rush of hours. Another journey was calling, through time, through wonder, through dreams. This time, the compass pulled him to the cobbled streets of Paris in the year 1895. Lanterns flickered like stars at street corners, carriages whispered over the stones, and the scent of fresh bread lingered in the cold morning mist. The city glowed in sepia tones, as though dipped in an artist's memory. Tommy wandered through narrow alleys where paint-streaked windows told stories in color. Here, in the Montmartre district, art danced on every surface. Canvases leaned like sleepy secrets against studio walls, and distant strains of violin music hummed through the air like lullabies. At the top of a hill, where an old ivy-covered clock tower stood, time ticked strangely. The hands of the great tower clock were stilled, caught between moments. People hurried by below, never glancing up, but Tommy felt the hush. Something was missing. Inside the tower, beneath spirals of old gears and forgotten bells, lived a girl no one seemed to know. Her name was Leonie, and she was barely older than Tommy, with ink-stained fingers and eyes full of midnight. She didn't speak in words, but her paintings did. She painted clocks, not to tell the time, but to remember it. Each of her tiny clock faces captured a single moment. A child's laughter on a carousel, the quiet fall of snow on a roof, the glow of a candle in a grandmother's hands. These painted moments were tucked into drawers, nestled like feathers, each still gently ticking. But now, some of them had stopped. Leonie showed Tommy what she had discovered. Whole drawers of memories were fading. Brushes dipped in starlight no longer caught the rhythm. The gears that wound wonder were slowing. It wasn't time that was breaking. It was how people remembered it, together. They climbed through hidden attic doors and wandered moonlit rooftops, searching for the lost fragments of stories. They followed whispers of forgotten moments, a music box tune, a shoe left behind at a train station, a paper bird drifting down the Seine. Each memory they found shimmered as they returned it to Leonie's studio. One by one, the clocks ticked again. Gears turned, paint glowed. Time, soft and sweet, began to flow gently once more. On the final evening, Leonie painted the largest clock of all, not of a specific memory, but of the feeling that binds them. A hush before dawn, a mother's quiet kiss, a child's wide-eyed wonder at stars that never fall. Tommy placed the compass on the paint table, and for a breathless moment, it stood still. Even time, it seemed, paused to admire the beauty of what was saved. When he awoke, back in his room, the air still smelled faintly of linseed oil and lavender. A tiny speck of golden paint glimmered on his sleeve. And in the distance, far beyond dreams, an ancient clock in Paris turned once more, not to measure time, but to remember it. And so, as the moon paints silver trails across your window, may you always find wonder in the little moments, for they are the brushstrokes of time.